Cheryl? What the hell is going on? My mother won't speak to me. What is the point of even having a meeting? I had told you, I don't want it. She won't speak to me. She's been speaking to me all along. Yeah, I just spoke with someone at the hospital. And I was asking staff, I'm like, I know you can't tell me anything, I just want to know, I just want to talk to my mom for a second, and you could even ask her, because my mom would know whether Marion's going or not, you know? I talked to somebody. Why do you not think that? Well, I just spoke with somebody at the hospital. I said, are you my mom's doctor? She says I'm something or other. I don't know. She was higher up than staff. And she says to me, your mother doesn't want to talk to you. I've repeatedly asked her. And then I was explaining the situation, and she's like, well, if Marion's your mom's power of attorney and she doesn't want you there, you know, she can probably stop it. So I don't even think I would be allowed to go. And at this point when my mom won't even talk to me, I don't even think I should go, you know? Well, I told this woman who said she's something or other, and she said, you know, this is just, I can't, you know, I'm not going to show up there after traveling hours and be not allowed in. You understand? I can't talk to anybody. I would have to leave here before they even get in, I'm sure. But are you still going to meet regardless with other... No, I'm saying, can you guys have a meeting without her? No, you with her doctors in there. So you might just show up and it'll be pointless. But at least you don't have that far to drive. I'd be traveling 3 hours for nothing, plus back. 3 hours there and back for nothing. Okay, but you told me, you said, all I told you, I just want it so Marion cannot shut me out in the future. And that could happen if my mom would just sign a release with Mary. But you said Mary won't bring a release? No, I mean talking about the future. As long as I have a release with somebody, Marion can't have the power to not tell me if my mom's moved or what, you know what I mean? But Mary can. She can find out what's going on with my mom, just like my mom's regular doctor can. You know what I mean? But my mom is not, if my mom's refusing to speak to me, this is bad. And the thing is, I know, and you're supposed to be my voice too. But it's possible that if my mother doesn't agree to even come out and see anybody, that you won't even be allowed to meet? What? This is the first time she's refused to talk to me. She always wants to talk to me. What the fuck is up with that? It makes me paranoid, like Marion. No, I know, but I start thinking, well, maybe Marion said if you talk to Laura, you'll never get out of that hospital or something. I mean, I don't know. No, I know. I'm just saying I don't understand it. Oh, my family will never visit her. No. I know. I just called the hospital thinking maybe my mom was, just so you know, I know that my mom would know where Miriam was going, and I tried yesterday at 5 p.m. My mom was sleeping. I tried at 9 p.m. She actually said, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to her. She never says I don't want to talk to me. And she knows that I have no fucking power whatsoever. But then I talked to somebody who apparently is higher up in staff. She says I'm blah, 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 whatever. And she said, I repeatedly told your mom, I tried to get her to talk to you, and she didn't want to talk to you. And she says, if you show up here, I don't know if, since Marion is her power of attorney, so she seemed a little knowledgeable, unlike a regular staff person, because I hadn't even, she says very firmly, if Marion's her power of attorney and you show up here, she probably, if Marion doesn't want you a part of this or whatever, you might not even, you might show up for nothing, she more or less said to me. And that's why I'd wanted to talk to my mom, but I'm getting the feeling that this isn't even going to go the way you guys are hoping. I want you there anyway. I want you to speak out for me. But I was hoping my mom would be more cognizant. I told you, I went to Humane Lobby Day Tuesday, called her right afterwards. I was on my way to an after party, and it was outside, and she was saying, she goes, I'm better now. I realized that because I told you she thought the gods and goddesses were working, the goddess Babuda, whatever it was that has been persecuting her since she first got committed when I was 12. She said, I realize now it's Marion, it's not her. And I'm like, Mom, I can't, I'm on my way to an after party and it's outside. I can't understand you, and I'll be home late tonight, but I'll call you tomorrow. Well, I called the next day, and it was the same old thing. She didn't want to talk to me. Every time she might be talking to me normal, but then under her breath she'd be talking to the voices like I know from when I was a kid, like, yeah, Laura, blah, 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 and I'm attuned to that because I've been dealing with that for 30, but on Tuesday, I asked her about she says, there isn't going to be any meeting. I don't want to see Marion, blah, blah, blah. And because Marion had talked about a family meeting, so I'm assuming that Marion was going to show up here. But the bottom line is, I would have to leave before, I know damn well that her doctors don't get in any place before 9. I can't go. I cannot show up there for nothing. I mean, that would just be ridiculous. If I had talked to my mom and then she wanted me to go or be there or advocate for her, it's one thing. But if she won't even talk to me, I can't travel, all those hours there and back for nothing. But if Marion wasn't going to go, if I could have just talked to my mom. She won't, I thought that, she was asleep, but then this woman she says, no, I asked her, do you want to talk? I told her it was her daughter, and she won't talk to me, then fuck it, seriously. I'm doing the best I can do. You hope you can see her. As according to her, she didn't want to see any of you, not just Marion. To me, I've been talking to her every day, remember? I have some inside info for you where she says, not going to be any meeting, I don't want to see Marion, I don't want to see anybody, and, you know, and... I know. Well, you had to wait a long time for your meeting, and she thought it was going to be, you know, weeks ago when I told you. No. But on my end, Cheryl, the bottom line is this woman made it perfectly clear to me, and she did say sorry, but she's like, you know, if your aunt is, she told me call Marion and get permission. She's like, if your aunt's her power of attorney, she doesn't want you there, she can stop you from being there. You know what I mean? And especially if my mom is refusing to talk to me. That I can't just show up there. I toyed with the idea. I was going to go with Marion if I was sure Marion was going to go. Now you're telling me Marion's not going to go, but my mom won't talk to me. If my mom isn't going to talk to me, then if she's in the position where she doesn't want to see anybody, then I could realistically, feasibly be shut out, even if you and Marion were, you know what I mean? I don't want that. I can't have that happen. It'll cause me to break down more and. I think on your message you said even maybe Mary doesn't know, and I would have to talk to my mom's in there, but I can't do that because by the time I got your message, they're not. You know what I mean? I don't even think they'll talk to me. I think Marion has, as you and I know, has too much power, and how I feel too. If Marion is going to go, you know, she could say she's not going, and then she could change her mind. If she knew about it, anything could happen. And if she is going to go, it might be better for you'll know what I'm up against because you'll experience, without me being in there, and I always also fear if my mom was there and Mary and I are in the same room, it could send my mom off the deep end, you know? Because even if I chose to not say a word to Marion, if Marion said something to me, or even just my mom sees us together, she might start yelling at Marion, might get dragged. I mean, it could get ugly. She's not doing good. And you've got to be my voice. You know what she wants. I cannot be shut out. You know that she wants this all changed. I just don't think Marion could show up even if she said she wasn't. Anything could happen. If she knows there's a meeting, she has a right to go, and I know she's aware of the meeting. She would have to be. And the thing is, it might be better for you to experience her without me around. You'll see how sickeningly sweet she is. You'll see her arguments. You'll see how she's going to blame it all. You know what I mean? And it might be better that I'm not there and you can see what I'm up against, because I'm up against a fucking brick wall. And if my mom won't even talk to me, then, you know, what am I supposed to do? So that my mom sealed it. She wouldn't even talk to me, and you know, and they said she's half asleep now. But yesterday, apparently, from this woman, she said she actually asked her, and my mom said, I don't want to talk to her. So if she's gonna turn against me or whatnot, I can't just show up there. I'll continue to try to reach her, but I can't. Because I know how much power Marion has, and I could show up and they could just turn me away, and that'll break me. So, you be my voice. I'm crying right now because I just found out. I thought my mom was sleeping. No, this woman said no. I repeatedly asked her, do you want to talk to your daughter Laura? She said no. But it was important that I talk to her and find out what's going on, what her perspective is. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you, I guess, tomorrow. I'll call. Oh, no, that's right. That would be great if you could. I didn't want to push it because you're going to have a very emotional day. I mean, if I have to wait till Monday, maybe you could just leave me a message on my saying, you know, briefly what happened, and then we could talk in more detail on Monday. But if we could talk today, that'd be great. I just didn't want... Okay, I just wanted you to know that I wasn't gonna, I forgot that we'd have to wait for the weekend, but you're gonna be going through a lot anyway. I didn't want to push it, Obviously I want to know, but, Okay? All right. Good luck. Bye. I'm not going. I have a bad feeling about it anyway. I just have a bad feeling overall. I'm not going to go. Not when my mom wouldn't even talk to me. Not when it's up in the air. We don't even know whether I'll even be allowed in. I could be turned away. If my mom's not in any position to say whatever, I will just be turned away. Unfortunately, for me to get there, I would have had to know that I was definitely going. It's really too late. I'll call her every day. If she doesn't talk to me, then she doesn't talk to me. What am I supposed to do? If she wants to give up or whatnot, then she gives up. There's nothing I can do. I don't have the power to do anything. I don't have the money to fight Marion. I can't do anything. That's what my friend doesn't realize, and she knows who she is. That's what you don't realize. This is not a case where I'm just afraid of Marion, but I have equal power, and I can just... No, Marion has the power pretty much to... If my mom can't say, I want to see my daughter, Marion can shut me out. It's one thing if I go visit her. It's another thing meeting with my mom's doctors and whatnot. Marion has all the power. My mom hasn't signed any releases or anything. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to just show up and be turned away. That will just break me. At least I'm lucky I have Cheryl as an advocate, or I would be completely out of the loop in anything. It's just too painful for my mom to talk to me. Call every day, and if she doesn't want to talk to me, there's nothing that I can do. This is all sick. So sick, I'm not going though, it's too late. Had I been able to talk to my mom yesterday or even now or whatever, and she said, oh yeah, please Laura, I want you to come, please, and she wouldn't even talk to me.
did all I can do, just like I did all I can do with Angel. And if my mom gets committed, there's nothing that I can do. My mom has to be a little bit better to even help me fight Marion will somehow finagle it so she has even more power. So she can get what I know damn well she wants, and that is to completely 100% sever my relationship with my mother. So, God damn.